Hey guys, Jin Graves here. Finally, we're on our last video that we're doing today before the really, really long uploading time happens to get like 5 videos up, or however many we did. I don't know anymore. So, anyway, finally we've gotten to this one. I saved this one for last for you guys. This is our our second one, I believe, of our January manga haul. So, stay tuned. So, we got Kakegurui. 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 There we go. This is volume 8 of it. From what I understand, a really good gambling series. Haven't gotten to get into it yet, but fingers crossed soon. But honestly, there's a lot of stuff that's in this box that I can just go ahead and add into my current TBR, which is going to be a little hectic, but we'll get there. We also got Volume 7 of Sekirei. Love it. Sekirei is one of my favorite series. Started out as one of my favorite anime, and we kind of went from there, so just keeps getting better, in my opinion. Then we have Death March into Parallel Rhapsody, Volume 6. Great series. Great series. Sticks more with the whole video game aspect when you first get into it. But I think he got transported to a real world. He gets, at the end, if it's a video game world, I'm probably going to be a little upset because he's made so many connections with people so far. Mercy Lago 9. Really good series. I'm so behind on it. I'm like, this is like 4 volumes behind for me, but it's such a good series. Highly recommend it. It'll come wrapped in plastic, so there is a little perversion here and there in it. Not too much, but it's a really good series. Basically, these people have a escaped female convict. Well, she's not escaped. They hired her out, basically, to be like their assassin. And as long as she continues to do that, then they're not going to have to do anything, try and catch her again or anything like that. I would kind of relate it to, if you've seen the show, like Pinkertons, anything like that, back in the old day in the Westerns. They had Pinkertons, and there's actually one that I just watched. I think it's called Revelation. No, Damnation. That's what it was. And one of the guys actually went to jail, and they hired him out as a Pinkerton man to go around and try and solve these cases and hunt people down. So that's what he's doing. That's kind of what this one's like. Then, all you Monster Girl fans out there, you guys are going to love this. I can't wait to get in it. It was wrapped in plastic, but I still haven't opened it up, so there's probably perversion to it, especially with what it looks like. I would totally 100% say that. But if you're a Monster Girl fan, you will probably love this one. You bunch of pervs. No, I saw this one and I read the cover and I was like, oh, that's pretty good, because I like Monster Girls. But I feel like the whole idea of Monster Girls has gotten away from Monster Girls and gotten into the actual, gotten away from the monster part and just focused more on the girl part. So there is a lot there, but a lot of good stories come from Monster Girl stuff. I just feel like people are more perverted when they make them. So, this one, though, is called Monster Wrestling. I told you, perversion. Expect this on some of the other Monster Girl readers' stuff. Probably if they've read Plus Size Elf or Monster Musume or something like that, expect this to be in their collection. I'm going to tell you this now, and you guys better watch this video, because if not, somebody who watches this video better go tell them to watch this video. But two people that I know that like Monster Girls and they like the whole idea and everything of it is Base Jelrin and Anime Uprise. So if they don't have this in their collection soon, you guys need to tell them something, because both of them I know are pretty big Monster Girl fans like I am, and them not getting this is totally gonna be a hit to the Monster Girl. I don't know, what are we? Are we a guild? The Monster Girl Guild forum or whatever. Just because I know that both of them highly enjoy Monster Girl manga. So anyway, if you guys know, if y'all know both of them, go sub to them, obviously. But then you need to tell them to come over here and watch this video, watch this manga haul, so that they'll buy this series too. There's so many Monster Girl series that have come out that are just like weird. I think the weirdest one was Interspecies something or another. It's on my favorite shelf because it was hilarious. These guys basically went around, though, going to brothels, and you didn't really get to see anything, but then they would come back and rate it and tell you what it was, and some of the stuff was just like, what? So it was hilarious. I just have to say that. So if it gives me a laugh, I totally highly recommend it. It's got a good storyline, you know. Showing some boobs or something like that really isn't that big of a deal. But I know some of my other people, you perverts, totally are like, you know why I read Monster Girl. Y'all are great. I just have to tell you guys that. Thanks for being in the community. Is it wrong to try and pick a girl up in a dungeon with Volume 10? As you guys know, there's my boy Bell. The Saga of Tanya the Evil, Volume 5. Haven't gotten into this series yet, but I hear some good things about it. Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 3. Then we have Case Study of Vanitas, Volume 5. Really glad this one's almost the same size as a regular volume again. If you haven't known before, the Case Study of Vanitas has actually been a pretty big book. It's almost been like 1.5 books. So getting one like this, that's normal size, is pretty spectacular. I'm more thrilled about that than the story right now. So then we got another Is It Wrong to Pick a Girl Up in a Dungeon? Side story though, Sword Oratoria. Haven't read that one. I've read a lot. I've read up to like volume 6 of Is It Wrong to Pick a Girl Up in a Dungeon? Then I kind of was like, I'm gonna hold off on it so that I have more to read. And I've been collecting Sword Oratoria and some of the other ones, some of the other side story ones, but I haven't read into them. So I need to catch up on all that. This one, a lot of you guys have talked about it. Finally got it. Can't wait. But Ninkies, this is going to be a great one. I already know that. The cover art. Not only that, if Maschio J, I'm just going to give him a shout out too right now. If you ever hear a Maschio J sit there and question a series at all, anything, if he says he's going to get it and then he turns around and says he's not going to get it and then turns around and says he is going to get it again, means you probably need to get it too, because there's something that's made him second guess himself of making that decision to turn back around and get it again. So that was one I know he fiddled with a lot, and he's like, are you getting it? I was like, yeah. He goes, you'll have to let me know how it is. And then I turn around and he's already gotten it, and I'm like, Master J, you told me like 6 times you weren't going to get that one. The hell. So, then we have this one. Great update to a series. Can't wait to include this in there. This is Attack on Titan Before the Fall, Volume 15. All the stuff that we know Attack on Titan is today, except for the future stuff, is in this one. It's basically with the Wall Maria and everything growing. Really good series. What we know all the people to be today with the vertical maneuvering gear and the swords and everything, this is it. This one is Dragon Quest Monster Plus. Looked like a really good series. You guys know that dungeon crawly stuff is totally my forte, and most of the uh, Dragon Quest games are actually based off of like Dragon Ball stuff. So I picked this up, kind of tribute to Akira Toriyama, but I also picked this one up. Let me know if I got that name wrong. I feel like I did. It's probably floating around in there somewhere. But this one was written by somebody else, but still has obviously influential parts of him. But it is a dungeon crawly one, and I do like this art style for it. It's happy-go-lucky, and I mean it's fun. So then we have the Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beast. Love the series, even though I've only read the first volume. It's on my list to catch up. So this is volume 4. It was kind of hard to see down there on the spine. Looks like a 1. But yeah, this is volume 4. Really, really good series. Highly recommend it. I'm just really behind on it. Spirit Circle. This is volume 5. I think this is the last one. Toshcat highly recommends this one. I haven't gotten into it yet. I was waiting on it, reading it, to read it with a friend, and they kind of stopped doing stuff, so I kind of put it back on my TBR so I could read it later on. But yeah, I need to get into it. Then we have Captain Harlock's Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage 7, Volume 7. And we have Lord Marksman and Vanitas Volume 9. Really good series, guys. Highly recommend this one. Really fun. Happy-go-lucky. Does have a couple of downsides to it. Sometimes it'll feel like nothing's going on. And then, usually, though, this one's a really good series because that one's usually the down period before the storm in the next book. So that's this one is totally a series I highly recommend because of that. It's one that stays consistent with it. So this is the last one. So we're going to go back over these real quick, let you guys know, see it, everything else, and we'll have a good day of trying to upload all this stuff. So Lord Marksman of Vanitas Volume 9. Captain Harlock Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage 7. I'm going to grab a handful. Spirit Circle Volume 6. Sacrificial Princess and the Beast King Volume 4. Dragon Quest Monster Plus. This is Volume 1. Attack on Titan Before the Fall Volume 15. Yankees Volume 1. Is it wrong to try and pick a girl up in a dungeon side story? Sword Oratoria. Case Study of Vanitas, Volume 5. Whoop. Teasing Master Takagi-san, Volume 3. The Saga of Tanya the Evil, Volume 5. Is it wrong to try and pick a girl up in a dungeon? Volume 10. Monster Girl Wrestling Volume 1. Mercy Lago Volume 9. Death March into Parallel World Rhapsody Volume 6. Sacred Volume 7. And Kakigurui Volume 8. So that is everything we got in this manga haul. Stay tuned. We'll figure out more later. Hopefully we'll get one more box before the end of the year. That's it. Stay tuned. So anyway, comment down below any new series that you liked in this, anything else, and yeah, just throw me some comments down below and check out my other videos. But anyway, This is Jen Graves. I will catch you guys later. Bye.